You're here once again. We're watching more Symphogear, a show where we just saw civilians get eliminated quite easily. An enemy with very little descriptors other than just being called the Noise. And some quite powerful and impressive acoustical abilities that come with a little bit of self-destruction. How it all ties in together, what exactly is going on, is probably left out to be shown. But at least we got to see a little bit of the main girl and her peculiar sensibilities. But yes, if you're in the mood for music and monstrosities, you might be eating well. So let's dig into Symphogear. It's amusing that we've got what seems to be quite a deadly situation going on. Oh no, we've got these noise overtaking the city, the awakening of Gungnir, and it's accompanied by this kind of, I don't even know what genre of music, EDM type beats. To be fair, I didn't expect the Starscape type view to be shown alongside of that. But my thinking from the last episode, I can't remember if I actually stated it or not, because it's been a week. I don't listen to myself when I talk. But is she awakening these powers because of what she was caught in at that concert? Or just a strong desire to help after seeing it all? Turn up the opening for the time, well, for what's left. I feel like the visuals of the opening might be overkill, like showing too much off of being the second episode, but as far as song goes, would be kind of surprising. Hang on, when did I suddenly get dressed? It would be kind of a lot to take in and understand on the... Quite a lot to take in immediately after just trying to escape. Is she singing, like, subconsciously, not even knowing what she's doing? I think, like, the amorphous design of some of these noise and the way they move, interesting. I want to know exactly what the hell is going on, though. The bike! You didn't need to sacrifice the bike! She's just T-posing through the sky. That's when you know you got the true strength. She just said don't space out. I think I mentioned it before, the freeze frames where we get the attack names show out. Somehow she missed the giant one that was behind them. Now you're just showing off. Why did I find the switch back and fade in between the two faces amusing? I like this. I like the showing of the cleanup crew afterwards, and that the ash just doesn't just disappear. Is there news reports and interviews and the like afterwards as well? No. Well, it was coffee. Who cares? And how is she going to react to someone else having all of that armor and outfit and being at the center of it? Non-disclosure agreement? Non-disclosure. We're happy that your daughter is safe, so therefore, shut the fuck up. So, the citizenship kind of know about the noise and all this, but it's also such a national secret. It's for their own safety. I mean, if they don't have the power suits and whatnot, how do you know if she's going to go wild with it? The school is a disguise for what's actually going on there. Kind of difficult with her wrists bound, but it's all going a little fast, isn't it? The fact that she's trying to stay somewhat chipper despite whatever the hell is going on. She is... Yep, definitely no smiles. So, little mixed messages here and there. At least take off her handcuffs. She's a student of the school, isn't she? It wouldn't be hard for them to find out the information. I like his hat. Let's hope she didn't have anything of value in there. Injuro. Of course, anyone with hair like that you can immediately trust. Well, it wasn't really an invitation, was it? backing piano is kind of amusing. Well, 2 questions might be a bit difficult for her, but right here in the audience hall. She had a interesting day today. And despite, like I said, the previous one, despite everything going on, still having the time and energy to... England? Still having the time and energy to put out a music career. Even though it is kind of intertwined with her day-to-day life. Bound to secrecy, but not able to speak about it. That's quite the heavy conversation topic there. I mean, you got to keep warm when you throughout the night. Well, now she can't be angry about us staying out late. She's already asleep. She's already asleep. Whenever you get somewhat serious and start to talk about something like that and have the ellipses and the pause. Tsubasa. I see the trauma that she experienced from back then still hasn't alleviated at all. And she's been going it alone since. How dare she steal it in a way? Pancake place called Flower. I'm not sure of the connection there, but okay. I mean, it's tough to turn down pancakes, let's be fair. Something must be going on there. Now, considering not only but not only is she trying to overcome that, still what happened to Canada back then, but also now got someone else coming in, stealing her namesake with Gungnir. You can tell why she'd be a little standoffish towards her. The first relic. So, are we just going to be having little tidbits of various mythologies show up in the form of these relics? Kind of like Gungnir. I haven't heard of Amino Habakiri. I'm guessing you could. Well, no. And how would they actually? Everything gets answered as soon as before I get to even ask the question. How would they find out the songs needed to power up the relics? It just comes flowing into your mind when you. It's like intertwined with it. There's a few extra steps. You gonna inform us of any of it? I like his pocket tie. I would have to be expected. I would have a few questions, but also probably need a little time to decompress about what the fuck is going on. Maybe she needs to repeat that. Was that an X-ray? So I was right. I think I mentioned it last episode. The fragments of what she was hit with before. And in that attack, shattering. It was becoming intertwined with herself. Yeah, she's fine. What, as in, give it to someone else or tell anyone? Tell anyone. Not only the noise itself, but there would be organizations and countries that would also want this power and knowledge. So we've got a national threat as well as just invasions, whatever the hell these noise things are. Quite a lot to take on in one day. Does seem rather one-sided. And once someone has been grabbed by a noise, is there a way to halt the atomization? Is her unbridled kind of optimism here and how she's so forward gonna put her off her stride? Not not the interaction she dreamed of, considering that she's been trying to kind of. Well, Sebastian's some sort of hero to her, considering the saving back in the concert. I mean, she had a trial by fire the first time. What could go wrong? Yep. Kind girl, or maybe a little, twisted. I mean, there's definitely one way to put it. There definitely are those that would leap into the fray just to help out, thinking that the things are above and beyond themselves. Oh, fuck. What are those lights in the distance on the highway? Okay, they can morph and shift and grow into a singular being. That actually getting her transformation rather than shown at a distance. What does that say? It is somewhat interesting that the noise are shown various shades and hues, and then also shift throughout the scenes that we're shown. She's given the opening. She's helping. Did she... Think about the landing, though. I don't think she's going to get the... Huh? But I don't think she's going to get the happy welcoming to the team that she's kind of expecting. It was nice that she was kind of upfront about the fact that she's possibly slowing her down. I mean, test of skills, yeah. Maybe once you make sure the area is completely devoid of this noise. Ah, audio visualizer. I remember these things from like the mid-2000s. Actually, probably earlier than that. Holy. Some interesting artwork. I didn't expect the... What? Someone took like a high school art project and really ran with it here with the depiction of the dolls. I do like the ink work, though, to be fair. Also, I think the strong beat of the openings and endings that we're seeing kind of actually fits quite well with the show. Don't need to listen to it a few more times, though. Okay, so I kind of got what bits and pieces of what I wanted. A little bit more knowledge of some things, what's going on. The noise is still relatively... But being a national secret, I don't think they'd willingly divulge all too much all too often. But the idea of the relics and one that they were trying to attune in the first episode. How many do they have? Was it just the Amino Habarikiri and Gungnir? Is they the only two that they've got under the control on this? They've only got two of the possible Symphogears up and ready for combat? Or more waiting in the wings we just haven't met yet? Might be a bit much introducing them all now, kind of thing. But what constitutes a relic of the past becoming useful in all of this song and dance? And how many of them, if there is more to be shown off, will I actually know? I've heard of Gungnir. Maybe there's be some obvious ones like Excalibur. And are they all named after famous weapons of legend? Is that what was said in this episode? Trying to recall. Now, this show does do some things which I find amusing. That a lot of things don't even touch on. The fact you've got this loss of human life, the noise coming, which is seemingly normal news, but the Symphogears are being kept secret. Well done, you've survived this encounter. However, you've seen some top secret information, so sign this paper or we'll sue you into oblivion. How exactly are you going to make sure a child of that age is able to keep quiet? I don't think she quite kind of gets the understanding what a binding contract is. Not even sure it would really apply to her, but I could understand why the existence of the things that can fight against the noise would want to be kept somewhat limited to your area while you're still trying to figure things out for your own nation. However, if the noise is attacking the entire world kind of broadly as a whole, if you can help out humanity survive, maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not into the politics of all of this. Also, I don't believe those handcuffs there for the first meeting and the second and whatnot were completely necessary, or even part of the deal what they even thought was going on. It may just be something that Tsubasa herself thought, let's have that in place. She's a little distrusting, maybe a bit harshly so, but after what she experienced and having her friend kind of disintegrate in her arms, might be somewhat understandable. But if we are ramping into a showdown in the next episode, having Tsubasa have a bit of conflict, a fight between them to see just how ready she is, how willing she is to be on the front line in front of all the noise and helping out humanity and not holding her back, and also the fighting the feelings that she is trying to hold in for her lost friend, which is now Hibiki kind of taking on her mantle, thanks to it being implanted in her. Might be up for an interesting episode or couple of episodes. And how long is it going to be before there's a little less animosity? But still, some people hold small secrets, where they were after work. Did they go down the pub or not? However, keeping it like you've got a national secret human-saving super suit type business going on, how's that going to affect her life with her roommate, friend, girl? Maybe we'll find out. If you enjoyed this episode, let me know. Leave a like and a comment down below. Consider subscribing. Definitely not going to ease up anytime soon. Yeah, there are certain vibrations that will do things, calm you down, make you feel a certain way, trying to destroy the neighbourhood. We'll see what there is coming for us. Get some rest. See you in the next one. If you want to help me should I be sucked into a world of little control of my own, consider joining onto my Patreon, because then the channel can grow and it doesn't actually matter if there's a vast armada of beings that are intent on making people into ash. But I really do hope I can just sit and watch anime instead. So, to Noku, Raywin, Sal, Shiwan, Mats, Acne, Guado, Danny Sui, Croyville, Kite, Diego Zenhausen, Ranka, Lightwiz91, Tori Jane, SZ9870, Maxwell, the Kebab Seller, and everyone else. Please continue to support the channel, even if I'm not some sort of saviour of humanity. And honestly, I'm not sure why anyone would actually expect me to be.